Okay. Yeah, hopefully everything's okay. That's brilliant. Hopefully everything's okay. And yeah, so let's do this settings. Let's do the settings. Settings should be whoa. Grammatical points. Oh, demonstratives. こちらそちらあちらどちら. Oh, so previously we talked about like pronouns and demonstratives, which is pretty easy, to be honest. Let's do something interesting. Let me just bring this. Yeah, I'm thinking of like rearrange all the things and maybe expand this a little bit of the things and make it you know my book and publish on Amazon, because I think, well, don't waste all this material, right? I actually put my heart into this material. So hello Justin Harmon, hello Justin Harmon, welcome to the stream. Hello. Yeah, I'm doing this like a behind the stage sort of a recording of my Japanese bootcamp and chat with folks. Okay, so basically I'll chat and record a certain session, answer the questions, and record the certain sections and get instant feedback. It's like I work as a programmer as my main job, and so I want to build everything in public. So that's the like learn Japanese project that I build in public. Okay, yeah. So yeah. So like pronoun demonstrative. We already finished that. Okay, we already finished that. So I think it's a good idea to push forward. Let's just push forward. Okay, my computer is like getting really messy. Let's just get rid of all this messy information. Okay, the email, I don't need this. But yeah, I don't need this. All this website, I don't need this. Email. Oh my gosh, I like open like a 5 email. Hi, more here. Hello, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I'm doing the preparation. So yeah, feel free to join the chat or you know, yeah, just I'm doing the preparation. I open like 30 tabs on my Chrome. So yeah, oh my gosh. So I'm afraid it may make it this a little bit laggy, and also I want to quickly check whether you folks can actually hear me. So yeah, let me using this phone. Hello, Roberts. Welcome. Yeah, I'm doing the preparation, and I want to see you whether you folks can actually hear me, because I don't want to like stream for pretty long time and then find out that nobody can actually hear me. So let's just go to search myself. What's the name of myself? Oh, Rippa. Learn. Yeah, let me look at me. Come on, where's me? Hello. So let's just go to search myself. Yeah, that's that's good. That's obviously enough name, enough audio for the stream. Luckily, I got all sorted. Yeah, I got all sorted. That's good. Alright, that's good. Everything's all good. So I just need to find this where we have been left, and we can continue with today's stream. So basically, here's the plan. I'm going to stream for 2 hours top, right? And then I'm going to change the format a little bit. It's not over. It's not over because I drank too much coffee today, right? So after all this, like textbook style streaming, I'm going to do a little bit streaming of games, and like change the format, play games, and learning Japanese together, sort of format. Yeah, it'll be fun. Oh, will be fun. And if you haven't already, please come on, subscribe. Okay, and because everything is like you have to follow me in order to find me, right? So. Yeah, where is it? Come on, where is it? Where is a platform more simple dialect? こちら yeah, I just want こちらそちらあちら yeah, ちら okay. Oh yeah. So today we're going to learn about basic verbs, conjugations, like just like. In English, there's like a past tense and future tense, something like that. Yeah, so that's exactly what we are going to do today. Okay, so basically, what I'm looking that way, and I'm not looking at you, that means that I'm like recording things, and I'm like become a completely different person. That means I'm like I'm starting recording, okay? But when I like look at you, I talk, relax, even drink coffee. That means it's communication time, right? So yeah, and okay, I set up a goal. So it's like a stream marathon, right? So yeah, if you want support, because basically I earn like nothing. It's a labor of love for me. Okay, so yeah, but don't feel pressured. It doesn't really matter. Just some fun little game, so we can build this community together. So yeah, let's get started. Alright. I'm going to quickly test this because I don't want to like record for a pretty long time. Yeah, I do happen to me. Like I record for a pretty long time and then I forgot. Hey, hello. Laissez descendia. Laissez descendia. Hello. Hello, welcome to the stream. Hello. Yeah, I'm gonna test this audio a little bit. Hello. 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 Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna change the recording and see whether I can like get the sound. Get the sound correct. Sound show. That's good. That's good. Everything seems in order, which is brilliant. Let's get this party started. Okay, I'm going to start recording now. I'm going to start recording. Let's do this. So, we're entering a very big chunk of knowledge of verb. And in Japanese, it's kind of like in English. The basic verb is, do have some sort of conjugations. It's a very big word. But don't get scared away by this, like, so difficult jargon, conjugation. Doesn't really matter, okay? It simply means that there's like a past tense, just change of form. Conjugate is like change of form, okay? So basically, we can, based on the tense, we get this like a present tense, like right now, happen in the present, right? And happen in the future, and habit is like it's like timeline here. It's a present, right? It's like a future, present, future, present, past. Okay. So based on the tense, like the verb will change form, and we call that conjugated. So yeah, really simple, and also Japanese verb do have polarity. Okay, so for example, you can make it like a affirmative, yes, right? Something, or he actually did something, right? Or he actually did not do something. A single verb can have like two polarity, right? So it can be affirmative and it can also be negative. So like two things going on at the same time. How amazing is that? Okay, so yeah, of course, there's like a great detail about things. So, yeah, just a little bit difficult. Just hear me out. So basically, based on whether you are being polite or just plain everyday normal conversation, it actually got to change form as well. So that's the difficult part of learning Japanese, and you sometimes as a foreigner can't pick things up naturally, because when you watch anime, maybe they're just using the plane, and maybe using like some scenario they use the formal polite form, and then they are arguing, and then you change that to plain form, so it's not consistent, and there's like no hint of why it's going on. You have to like infer that. So yeah, it's a little bit hard. But if you're preparing, especially at N5 level, that's really intro level, my suggestion, as I said multiple times, is like always focus on the polite form. It's like this must. If you're using affirmative, it's this must. But what about negative? Mustn't, right? So just change that. You get that feeling. Yeah. So yeah, and yeah, while you are learning, I think you always need to sort of look up to the dictionary and find the original dictionary form, and that is like original plain present affirmative form. So I know it's a mouthful, but just to hear me out. So basically, the verb, you don't need add all sort of politeness and change the format and stick that to the end. Japanese is like a sticky language, stick everything to the end. You need to do that. Okay, just using your original dictionary form, whatever you saw on the dictionary, that is plain present form, and it's not negative, because negative is like you need to change it to make it negative. Okay, it's not negative. So that form is called the dictionary form, right? But if you separate this out, it's like a plain present affirmative form. Yeah. But when you talk politely, you use like a must form, this form, and so for example, you use like past, then you change the must to mashita. Okay. I know it's a mouthful, but just hear me out. This is just a very rough introduction part of the basic verb conjugations of Japanese. It will become easier. It will make sense. I promise you. But you have to get an overview. Okay. So here is the plan of attack. When we look at specific verb, we just look at original form, like a plain present affirmative form, and then we're going to play a little game to change that, to change a little bit form, and you can sort of gradually catch the what's the trick behind it. Okay, I promise you. I just need to give you 2, 3, or 4 top example, and you can master everything. Okay, so let's go. Well, that's one session down. Okay, that's one session down. Whew. One session down. And by the way, so basically, while I'm recording sessions, you folks can feel free to join the chat, and then and like request, sing a song, something like that. And you join chat. I will look at the chat after I finish session Each session is like a 5 minutes or 10 minutes most. Okay, I tend to make it like a bite size. I don't want to like make it really long sessions. So yeah, just feel free to join. Okay, and yeah, let me just rest a little bit. Rest a little bit. Okay. Check my email. Yeah. The emails goes like crazy. I open a list of 5 or 6 email tabs, and yeah, I prefer to just go to the Chrome and press G and Gmail. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna continue. Okay. If you folks got any question, please leave in the comments or chats. Okay. And yeah, after this session, I'm gonna check all this chat. All right. So let's continue. Yeah, I got a really bad hair day. I think this is like the end of the day, so it doesn't really matter. That's the beauty. That's the beauty of it. Right, let's continue. Alright, so let's quickly look at the Japanese verb classes. Okay, so basically Japanese verb, even though it seems like really weird a lot of verbs, and like simply chaotic changes, it do have some sort of classes. So basically, I classify this as three classes. One is the most regular, plain vanilla sort of classes. Okay, really, really simple one, easy, right? Nice and easy. So basically, it ends with lu. This is the first one, right? It ends with lu. Nice and easy. If it ends with lu, most of the time it will just be this classification, this class. So we call that 一覧動詞. Okay, this. I know. Yeah, I thought it's like it. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. 一覧. Why is it called 一覧? Right? 一覧 is like just ichi is just one. Makes that there is just one down. It's like one rank, one changes. So 一覧動詞 is like just got one changes. Because it ending with lu, you don't need to consider whether I should change this and then adding this must know that. Just general rule of thumb, ending with lu if that verb, if you find it in the dictionary, right, like a dictionary form, if it's ending with lu, that's the 一覧動詞, right? And it's the easiest one because let me just give you a little bit of practice. Eat, 食べる, right? 食べる, 食べる, to eat. Really simple. 食べる, you know what? Ending with lu. So it's typical 一覧動詞. And what I'm going to do is to change this a little bit by copy it, paste it down below, and let's play a little game. So 食べる, we're going to drop this lu, and you don't need to make it like casual things. If you are at the N5 level, you should make it polite. So just remember, must. This must, it can't go wrong, okay? At first, like 1 or 2 years of yourself, like saying Japan, travel to Japan, learn Japanese, you just use this must, it can't go wrong, okay? You are a foreigner, right? You just learn this language, you don't need to be super politeful or super, casual. You just use this must, you can't go wrong, okay? Don't expect yourself to immerse yourself and become like a native overnight. Doesn't happen, okay? Just use this must. It's just the safe option, come on. So 食べる, get rid of lu, right? いらない. Right? And then you add must, so become 食べます. Okay? Drop lu and chuck on must. Drop lu, chuck on, drop lu, chuck on. How simple is that? Look at lu, get rid, add must. Let's see another example. Like 見る, right? Using I to see. 見る. Like if you watch flower, it's called hanami, right? So hana is like a flower. Hanami using your eye to like a flower, so hanami. You can even, I think in English there is even like English word for like hanami season, something like that. So it's like you watch flower season, so maybe cherry blossom, like full blown, and you fly there to actually see. You can even got like some hana. It's like weather report sort of thing about the flower. So yeah, this will be brilliant. But like miru, you know what? Ending with lu, right? Miru means to see, and there's a lu. What I'm going to do is to get rid of the lu, right? Drop the lu, chuck on must. I got a lu, I got a must. Get rid of lu, add a must. Got it? As simple as that. So become mimasu. Miru is what the original form that you're going to find on the dictionary, and get rid of lu and must, mimas. That's how you say it, right? As simple as that. This sort of thing, ending with lu, getting rid of lu, adding must, as simple as that. That's the typical 一段動詞. Hey, hello, Justin Bucket. Hello. Hi, welcome to the stream. Sorry, I didn't reply to you. I saw you join the chat, and yeah, I'm like recording my Japanese bootcamp as like main camera. This is a behind the scene of me recording. So basically, work like this: I record, a chat, I record, a chat, answer questions. Yeah. So, yeah. Hello. Like I do a and I'm doing a physical waving, but transmitted to you virtually. Yeah. So yeah, we talk about the like 一段動詞. Yeah, 一段動詞. I added 2 example. I don't know. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that's enough. That's more than enough. I think the difficult part, to be honest, is like 過段動詞. It's a little bit tricky because it's actually ends in all sort of things like う、く、す、つ、ぬ、む、る、gu, bu, all that. So you have to change the syllable, and I think that's the hard part. And I think you have to use use a little bit of feeling, right? Just change just I don't know whether there is a word in English, but it's like lies. Okay, just the realized things. So it's like just all sort of things, just change that to e and then adding. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm back. So, okay. Alright, let's continue. Alright, here comes the beast. Because, 一段 is like, even though it's just 一, it's not number 1. It's like the easiest one. Okay? Let me show you a complex one. Okay? Mada. Okay. Here's a complex one. It's called 五段動詞. 五. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 五段動詞. So 動詞 is like a verb. 五段 is like we got like 5. Okay? You don't need to worry about all this 五段. You don't need to worry about this. We just touching the surface, scratching the surface of verb. Just hear me out. General rule of thumb. Okay? You don't need to memorize all that. Okay? Here's my special recipe, special treat. Special little tiny little tip that can solve everything for you. Okay? Don't worry. Don't look at all this text. Will give you like go down those all this like a chart, like a matrix of information. I know it seems daunting. but just hear me out. You just treat godan doshi as any other doshi, any other verb. And using one method, I don't know whether it got like a specific technical name, but I personally treat this as eyelids. Okay? Just to change this sound to tiny little bit to the I. You know what I mean? Okay? I sound version of that sound. I know it seems a little bit weird, okay? But just to see all this example, and you know exactly what I mean. And this is like my special way of showing you things, okay? Don't worry about like a godan doshi. What kind of godan? We will, we absolutely will cover that, but just later, okay? Because that will overcomplicate things. We just give you the scratching the surface of the verb. You don't need to worry all this. Just need to worry about des, must, right? And then change how to add must. Lu, the ichidan doshi. Get rid of lu, add a must. Really simple. What about go? Let me show you. So, nomu, drink. To drink. Not mu. It's not ending with lu, right? It ending with mu. So, mu, it should be nomimasu. Always desumasu, okay? Just for simplicity. So, nomimasu, sorry, not nomimasu. Nomimasu, okay? Nomu, nomui. Sort of like an E. That mu sound, alright? So mu, nomimasu, nomu, nomimasu, nomu, nomimasu. Okay? I'm going to explain further just to show you more example here, right? Right? I'm going to speak, hanasu, right? Hanasu, right? Hanasu. Hanasu. Does it end with lu? No. If it ends with lu, that's simple. That's ichidan doshi, right? They ending with su, so hanasu. So to speak actually is godan doshi. So what I'm going to do is to hanasu, hanasu, hanasui, si, hanashi, hanasi, yesui. Change that to more leaning towards e, hanasui, hanashi. Okay? Hanashimasu. Hanashimasu. Right? Hanasu, hanashimasu. Hanashimasu. Got it? You think, well, it may be coincidence. What kind of like elization? There's no such a thing as this, okay? Let me just show you more example so I can convince you. It's the same. It's a little bit tip that I can give you, and it's really, really helpful. Right? So for example, if you want to write, so kaku, right? Kaku. To write, kaku, kaku. Kaku, kaku, kui, ku, ku, u, ku, u, ku, kui, 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 ki, ki, kui, kui, ki, kakimasu. Okay? Kakimasu, kui, ki, just make e everything. Right? Hanasu, hanashi, right? Kaku, kaki. So, kakimasu. Okay? You know what? Kaku, kakimasu. Kakimasu. To write things. Okay? Let me just give you one more, and I'm going to use the romanization, right? Using the English version so you can see better, okay? This is like a special like weapon for English speaker, especially if you familiar with like the romanization version of Japanese. It'll be a blast, okay? So let's continue. Kakimasu. What about to die, right? This is the belief I'm like to die for, right? So die, shinu, shinu. You must know this if you watch tons of anime, like something like that. But we will talk about that because that's another change of form. But just to remember, we're talking about how to become a polite form, affirmative. This must, right? So must, shinu. How to change it to end must? Does it end with lu? It does not end with lu, so it's not like a plain vanilla version. So shinu. So shinu go down. Shinu nui ni, right? Shinu shini. So instead of saying shinu, we're going to say shinimasu. Okay? As simple as that. Okay? Yeah, I think why I type shinimasu, it goes to like a shi and then got like a ni. That's a little bit weird. Yeah, just normally, I think normally actually they write this way because I should write this way. I should write this way. I shouldn't write the pure hiragana version. Yeah. So let me I should just use this I should just use the kanji version. I think that's that's a better way to explain things. So fortunately I paused the recording, so I'm going to change this back to shinimasu, something like this. Okay, so hopefully. So, as promised, we're going to using the romanization of English to explain this. Remember, I, okay? So what I'm going to do is to just write all this English down. It's not like English, just romanization, right? But just hear me out. No, mu, okay? Still, no is not changed, okay? Mu, you should be M and U. But remember, I just say you need to change everything to the E sound, right? To the E sound. So, no mu, no mi, okay? No mu, no mi, no mi ma. The must, I will just ignore this, okay? Because just change the form, stick it to the end, okay? Now let's continue. Hanasu, right? Ha, na, su, right? Ha, na, su, hanasu. And ha, na, su, S and U, right? E. Change everything like E sound version. Hanasu, that's kind of weird. So you know what? Hanashi, right? Hanashimasu. Yeah, That's basically how it is done, right? Let's try this. I don't believe it. I'm going to try this. So, ka, ku, and then ka, ku. It should be kaku, right? But just to make it E sound version, so ka, ki. Oh, it's ki. So kakimasu. Okay? I don't believe it. Let's try shinu, right? So shinu, right? Shinu. And then she knew. E version, right? Just tilt it towards the E, right? So shini, shinu, shinimasu. How brilliant is that? You don't need to remember how it's done. You don't need to actually write it down and then change the format. You just need to feel it. And using the little tips that I show you, just change everything to E. Okay? As simple as that. Right? Nomu, nomimasu. Hanasu, hanashimasu. Kaku, kakimasu. Shinu, shinimasu. Okay? Really simple. That's how you dealing with the gorandoshi. Ooh, that's a pretty long. That's pretty long. Oh my gosh, that's pretty long. I've been yeah, talking for a pretty long time. No, I'm going to tab, add myself a little bit. Okay, can I just get rid of the backgrounds? Because the background is a little bit weird to show to me, right? Let's see. Draw and guess. I will pull and give. Okay, how to get the background change? Enhance maybe? Do sticker sound effects. Well, I can enhance myself. I never enhance myself. Without effects. Oh. Oh yeah. Yeah, I changed it back. So yeah, enhance. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I get hand of it. So oh yeah, I changed back. That's brilliant. That's the actual background. You know, it's the actual background. Yeah. So let me quickly check whether I recorded correctly or not. Yeah, good. The sound is good. Yeah, I busted the like the AirPod Pro, something like that. So what's the AirPod of Apple? Okay, AirPlug Pro, AirPod Pro. Yeah, as it's kind of like a Go. Yeah, it asked me to solve the puzzle. Yeah. Yeah, just go bust, and just continue to go like a sound at by one ear. So yeah, I try to fix it by fix it. Yeah, it's not going to work. Yeah, I'm old, so I fix things by. It's like a TV is not working, or like a radio is not working. But yeah, that's not working. So yeah. Let me check whether it's like a new AirPod is coming out. Maybe it's coming out. AirPod. Oh, called AirPod. AirPod. Okay. Oh, AirPod 4 Pro 2. Yeah, I think I already bought the Pro 2 and Max. Max is not like it. So let me search when is like it. When is AirPods Pro 3? Okay, let me quickly search. Maybe everything we know, like, oh, September. Yeah, I just need to wait for 2 months in order to get that. So I'm not fixing it, because if you want to fix it, it will spend more, and yeah. But recently, I'm like in love with the in-ear monitor, so I like using that. The sound quality is so much better, so I use like in-ear monitor all the time, because my AirPod is just go bust. But maybe if there's like a really good features coming up, I may use it. But if like not too much, I'll maybe just stick with the AirPod, in-ear monitor. And I don't want like a plug-in. This kind of good, but I don't love this feeling of like got this battery and the Bluetooth. I know Bluetooth may be harmless, nobody knows, but I don't want to strap to my ear all the time. Okay, so yeah, if there's like a no significant improvement, maybe I'm not going to do that. I'm good. Yeah, I'm going to continue. Yeah, I'm going to rename this because I believe I record multiple times. Oh, yeah, I do record multiple times. So this is like an intro section. Yeah, yeah. It just reminds me that tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow I got tons of things to do. Right, so I have to like drive like 3 hours to meet 2 clients, and yeah, have like a whole day booked. So maybe tomorrow I'm not going to stream, or like record anything for you folks. So I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah, I do have a job. I'm not streaming is not my job. It's just having fun. So I don't have like a schedule to go stream. Just but I really love to do this. So every time I got an opportunity, I would just do that. That's the plan. Oh, so let me rename this. So it's yeah. Today we mainly talk about verbs. Okay. So let's reorganize this verb. Basic verb conjugation. And where is this? Yeah. Just like 78. Oh my gosh, actually I record tons of things. It'll be intro. This will be the simple form, so it will be a lu form. So 一当动詞. Yeah. Should I use like 一当動詞 or should I just use the simple plain vanilla form? I don't know. I don't know. Just let's just say this is the 一段同士。Okay, so the first is like 一段同 Lu verb 一段同士。过段同士 and little bit trick, little bit. Basically, it's like E sound version. So you want to change the form, the feel to the E sound. Yeah, I think that's very good explanation. So let's just go with these explanations. So yeah. Alright, let's see. Grammatical points. Okay, guys. Just wait time a little bit. I'm like doing a little bit reorganizing, right? Because if I didn't do, I hate to do the reorganizing as well. But I just did tons of things. Okay, if I didn't like reorganize it now and then, I would just the whole computer just go really messy, and yeah, that's not good for the continuous improvement of everything. So, oh, I just forgot, I need to like update my Android app. Oh my gosh, that oh, they changed the API. Yeah, they sent me an email a few weeks before. Oh, I just realized I need to do that as well, because I also need to like take part in the like there's just like a Google conference, like half a month, like just a few weeks from now. So it's been super crazy. I intend to like update my app before that time. So yeah, so been crazily busy. Okay. Okay. This most of the thing finished. Hopefully. Alright, so I'm going to stream for 1 hour and doing a 1 hour play Japanese game and learn Japanese session, and just call it for a day because I got a full schedule tomorrow. So yeah, I can't like it stream all night. I'm getting old, okay? I'm like a middle-aged man. You didn't see like middle-aged man like doing all-nighter parties and do streaming, and yeah, I am just too old for that kind of stuff. Yeah. Ooh. So I already finished with the 过浪东西. Yeah. Yeah, we can push forward. What's wrong with that? And this is like irregular. Alright, I'm going to start recording. Okay, so yeah. Come on, if you got like any questions, please leave in the comment, leave in the chat, join the chat. You can live. It's alive. Come on, it's alive. So you can talk to me. Okay? And after recording, I'll look at the chat, I'll answer questions, get instant feedback, and put it back into my video. Okay? How brilliant is that? I'm going to check my phone. And I am going to check whether yeah, I got. Oh, hello, welcome to stream. User 26956. Oh my gosh, I got okay. 52540. Okay, hello. Yeah, I'm going to start recording now. So, yeah, let's do this. And of course, the third is always the irregular one. Okay, there's always like the third. It's like when you read like legal documentation, there's always a tiny little bit of fine print, say any other scenario or something like that. Okay, and in Japanese we call that henkaku, kaku, katsuyo. Yeah, henkaku katsuyo. So basically, kaku is like a form. Like henkaku is like a change form. So basically, katsuyo is like you use that freely, or you use that as you wish, sort of thing. Just using your brain to use it. So basically, it's like a hand, isn't it? Right, hand, right? So basically, it's like changed form, irregular form of the usage. Okay, and this third form is don't worry, it's exception. It's not a rule. So you know what? It's just a few. So for example, suru. It's like you do things, right? To do things, suru, and then you add that to the polite form. So suru shimasu. Okay, suru shimasu. Shimasu. Okay. Yeah, basically you can use type S and I to get she, or SHI, she. Yeah, all works. Suru shimasu. And then like kuru, and then kimasu. Okay, as simple as that. Just yeah, you just need to hard code it in your brain. Okay, and yeah, this will involve a lot, because in old days, like a classical Japanese times, there are like actually 9 types of irregulars. But yeah, most of the time nowadays, I think it's just 2, like a sa, sakyo, and kagyo, just like a 2, right? Just like a sa, gyo, renkaku, katsuyo. So basically, it's like a suru, sa, right? Sa, shi, su, se, so, right? Sa. And yeah, so basically this like sa, as well as the kagyo, henkaku, katsuyo. Okay, so basically that, yeah, it's not like a 9 form. It's come on, it's really easy. Like kuru, kimasu, konai, right, and kita, koreru, something like that. It's just some trivial parts that you are not going to bother for a pretty long time. So I don't think it's worth it. Okay, in order to remember like 2 things, you have to like remember 1,000 things in order to understand this. I think it's just just think this is just 2 exceptions. Okay, and yeah, and let's just quick review. 3. Okay, 1 is the plain vanilla suru, right? Sorry, that's like an exception. So ending with lu, and drop lu at a mas. If it's something like this, we call that like u verb, like go down. Why is it u, right? You sort of feel that u, right? No mu, right? Hanasu, hanasu u, right? Hanasu, right? Su, hanasu u. There's a u here. There's u here. Nomu, right? U here. Kaku, ku, u here, right? Shinu, u here. So it's a u verb. Hello, SPC. Hello. I saw you using my version like this because I'm recording, so I pause a little bit. Just say hello. Okay, welcome to SPC. Welcome to the Yeah, welcome to the stream, and yeah, so let's continue. And so basically all that ending with the oo, so it's like oo verb, and we just need to change that oo. You sort of think this as a changing of inside. We got like a oo here, get rid of oo, adding I. Okay, just I lies everything. So this shinu becomes shini, right? Kaku become kaki, right? Nomu become nomi, right? Get rid of u, adding e. As simple as that. Okay? Once you got that, you sort of cover all the verb. Oh my gosh. You're just using like 3 videos time to cover all these Japanese verbs. How to change the form. How simple it is. Okay? Yeah, congratulations. Yeah, that's the basically like a verb classes change. Okay, basically you can like using lu verb, u verb as well in regular verb classification. Yeah, or that how to change from original dictionary form to the must form, and yeah, that's it. And yeah, we didn't talk about the negative form, right? Yeah, let's talk about. Hi, Toza. Hello, welcome to the stream. Hello, Toza. I don't know whether you're here or not. Thank you for joining the stream. Hello. Yeah, I'm like a to see what's the next format of my recording. I think maybe I'm going to add a recording of negative, right? We got like affirmative, all that's like affirmative. So maybe add a little bit, tiny bit negative. Maybe that's going to work. I'm not sure. Okay, but let's just try things out. Okay, there's like no nothing bad will happen. Oh my gosh, yes. I'm so tired. And I got another format to try today, so I got a full schedule tomorrow. Oh my gosh. Hello, Mir Thor 14. Hello, welcome to stream. Yeah, I'm thinking like adding another video of like all the negative form. So yeah, let's record this. This is like behind scene of me recording my Japanese bootcamp. Yeah, so and chatting with folks, building public. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. So previously we talked about all these form verb classes, right? We got like a lu verb, like ichidan, and then u verb, right? Godan, and then the irregular verbs. And yeah, we all talk about the like affirmative form, but what about the like the negative form? Okay, let's do this. Let's change everything become negative. Okay, so I know a lot of you folks love to be negative, and there's still a chance. Let's just play this game and not do everything. Okay, let's do this. So 一段動詞 like lu, ending with lu. 食べる 食べます get rid of lu, 食べます quick review. I think you folks already know this. How to change it to negative, right? 食べます食べません食べません食べます食べません食べます食べません right? 食べません yeah, you got that, right? 食べません so must become ません must ません yeah, so 見る see, get rid of lu, right? You got like a lu ending, get rid of lu, adding must, right? 見ます It's like affirmative. What about negative? Mimasen. Okay? Mimasen. Right? Really, really simple. Okay? Let's look at Goda. Nomu. Nomimasu. And then nomimasen. As simple as that. Come on. You already add mas. You just need to change mas to masen. Nomimasen. Like you didn't drink. Okay? That's not like you didn't drink. I don't want to add tense yet. But we will add later. Okay? Just make it negative for now. As I said, we need to move slowly forward. I don't want to confuse the focus because it's a really complex topic. Okay, a lot of beginners just get really confused here. So let's just ease our way in, right? So hanasu, hanashimasu, right? Su, i, right? Su, verb, right? And then change that to i lies. So hanashimasu, and then hanashimasen. Right, 話しません。話します。話しません。話します。話しません。Okay? You don't need to worry about it. You already got this gist of it. Right? If the ending, you've already changed, like go down. You change that, right? 話す、話, right? Change that to I, right? す, S-U, and then S-I. Get rid of you, get I, right? 話します. If you already ending with must, if you want to make it a negative, just change must to masen. Okay? Because you already make it a must. You don't need to worry about what's before because that's already been changed and connected to must. You don't need to worry about that. You just need to get masen. Okay? The same goes with the taberu, tabemasu, tabemasen. It's like the lu, the plain vanilla version, right? Get rid of lu. You already changed the form. Now change your form. It's called getting rid of lu, and then adding must, it become must, and then you want to make a negative, just change must to masen. Okay? We got like a go down, like iku, and then ku, k and u, like you verb, right? Ku, and then get rid of u, adding I, so I-lization. That's the word I can't, right? So iku, iki, right? Ikimasu, you already changed that to must. Ikimasu, and then must change that to masen, right? Ikimasu, ikimasen. That's simple like that. Okay? Hanasu, hanashimasu, hanashimasen. Kaku, kakimasu. And then, it's already must. Kakimasen. Right? Shinu, shinimasu. And then, shinimasen. Okay? As simple as that. What about this is like a really weird one, irregular. Suru, shimasu. Come on, it's already must, already told you. Even though this is like irregular one, from a really weird shape to change that to must, as long as must, you know how to do, must become masen. Right? Suru, shimasu, shimasen. Okay? Whatever previous thing, whatever fancy thing, must and masen become negative. Must, affirmative, masen, negative. Okay? Kuru, kimasu. I don't care. Whatever. Okay? I don't care. Ending with must. I don't even know what this kanji mean. Okay? For example, you don't even know this kuru and kimasu. You don't even know how to pronounce this weird thing because it should be like a kudu, right? Right? Kudu. It's starting with ku, so this kanji, this like weird kanji should be ku, but then it's like not kumas but kimas. Oh my gosh, even if you don't know how to read this, you can change that. How simple is that? Kimas, right? Kimas. Kuru, K and U, verb, right? U verb, sorry. So yeah, in Japanese it's like u, right? So u verb, right? U verb, right? Ku, K and U, right? Get rid of the u and I, so K, I, ki, right? So kimasu, kuru, kimasu, this kanji is called ki. So previously called ku, right now it's called ki. That's how weird it is. If you don't know, doesn't really matter. It's already being done by some magic, and then adding mas, and then you know, I just wanted to change that mas to masen. How simple is that? Ki masen. As simple as that. Ki masen. Okay? Kimasen. Kimas. Right? Kuru. Kimas. Kimasen. Okay? I think that's enough practice of the changing the affirmative to negative. Ending with must, change it to masen. As simple as that. Don't need to worry about all this like plain vanilla, lu verb, u verb, u verb, and irregular verb. Everything as long as I change it to must, masen. How simple is that? Okay, how simple is that? Yeah, I finished another session of recording. So if you folks got any question, want to chat, talk about anything, okay, anything, doesn't really matter, just join chat. Okay, I'm pretty cool, pretty chill guy, and the goal is to drink all the coffee and record like this textbook version. Even though I'm pretty chill, I don't think it's like a textbook version. I think I'm a pretty funny guy. And then I'm going to change the format a little bit. I'm going to switch on PS5 and play a little bit of Japanese game and talk about learning Japanese while playing Japanese games. So more immersive environments, and I'm going to take tons of notes because it's a great game with a great environment. You can even use like in-game camera to take things. Oh my gosh, how interesting is that? And then I'm going to chat with folks, change a little bit of format, go to bed because I got tons of things tomorrow. I got like a really full schedule. I got appointments in the morning, in the noon, afternoon, and night. Right, I've got like a multiple client and multiple multiple meetings, business lunch, business dinner, all that stuff, you know. Oh yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna rest a little bit. Give myself a little bit tap at the back. You know, if you tap the screen, you can actually send myself hearts. I can send myself hearts. Oh my gosh, just do that. If you're still watching, come on, just tap a little bit so you can like push it to other people. Okay. All right. Right, I'm going to the loo, and I'll be back in 1 or 2 minutes, hopefully. So yeah, I'm going to continue to stream, but I'm going to switch off this camera for now, and I will be right back. Okay. And for this camera, I'm going to switch it on since it's not like a moving. I got like a tracking camera, so I'm gonna switch that camera on. Okay, I'm gonna navigate through this.